Since the Spanish won the FIFA World Cup, I think it just makes sense for us to get a crash course on their interior design. And on top of that, I've always wanted to live in a Spanish style home. So I think that now is the right time for us to learn about some Spanish interior design. Muli Shani Bonse, welcome back or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Tembi, and today we're going to be taking a crash course on a southwestern country in Europe called Spain. And for those of you that speak Spanish, hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo soy bien. And I might be speaking the South American Spanish, but I'm sure you understand. But before I chase you away, let's go ahead and get right into today's topic. Spanish interior design blends old world European elegance with rustic charm, emphasizing warmth and organic textures as well as rich historical architectural features. Rooted in Mediterranean landscapes, Spanish colonial traditions, and Islamic Moorish influences, the style balances structural strength with soft, welcoming finishes. So some of the core architectural elements that you're going to find in Spain: the foundational footprint of the Spanish style interior is defined by strong structural features that bring natural texture directly into the home's bones. Spanish architecture is all about bringing in really heavy structural and tactile type of elements into your home. And so you're going to be seeing tons of materials like iron, for instance, as well as brick. And you're also going to find a lot of heavy woods, and most likely you're going to see a lot of brutalism that is a little bit more, I would say, medieval in a sense in the homes as well. But let's go ahead and continue. So some of the core elements are plaster and stucco walls. So these are thick walls covered in white, cream, or warm beige plaster, and they form a textured handmade backdrop that creates deep shifting shadows and sunlight. Here in the United States, plaster is not as common unless you live in an authentic Spanish style home. But here you're going to be seeing a lot of drywall, which isn't necessarily the best material in my opinion, but it's very convenient, especially if you'd like to get inside the wall and mess with the electricals or the plumbing. It does have some convenience to it, but that's a discussion or a debate for another video. And so let's go ahead and continue. You're also going to find arched passageways, so soft curves, parabolic arches, and rounded doorways fluidly connect rooms and balance out heavier materials. You're also going to find exposed ceiling beams, and these are thick, heavy architectural timber, often left raw or treated with a dark stain, and these add rustic contrast to light ceilings. Built-in niches are also very common. So rounded wall alcoves and recessed niches serve as minimal sculptural display areas for treasured artifacts. I think that niches are perfect for places like the shower. They come in handy so that way you don't have to get a shelf to hang in your shower in order for you to put your bath wash or your products in. So niches look perfect. They also look good in places like the kitchen, for instance, if you'd like to just have a little alcove where you put spices, or you'd like to create more of a secret niche where you can put some of your smaller electronics that you'd like to keep hidden. So just as long as it's concealed, I think that would look great. In the living room, it all depends, because sometimes if you just have so many tiny niches in one space, they're going to end up making your home look really dated, for one. So it really does take some skill to do it right. And I think that editing is very important as well. So don't go overboard. Just a little bit goes a long way in this case, okay? Moving on. For the materials and textures, layering natural tactile materials is essential to capturing an authentic Spanish aesthetic. So you're going to find lots of terracotta flooring, earthy saltillo or red clay tiles ground the living spaces, naturally cooling the home while aging into a rich patina over time. So this is how people used to build their homes back in the day when there was no air conditioning, is you had to make sure that the materials that you used were great, either for ventilation or making sure that they were able to keep the cool air in. And I think that this is ingenious. So you're also going to see wrought iron accents as well. Matte black iron details appear everywhere, from thin curtain rods and statement light chandeliers to stair railings and cabinet hardware. Then you're also going to find patterned azulos or azulejos, but these are hand painted colorful ceramic mosaic tiles, and these add vibrant blues, greens, and ochres to kitchen backsplashes and stair risers. And then hand woven textiles, of course, heavy wool rugs, jute runners, washed linens. The Spanish are great at using linen. And vintage tapestries add tactile softness to leather and dark wood furniture. And now if you're looking at implementing the modern Spanish trend, you're going to find that in contemporary design, Spanish modern refreshes these antiquities for modern lifestyles by focusing on restraint and a lighter touch. Heavy dark rooms are replaced with bright, airy layouts fueled by ample natural light, sheer linen curtains, and low-profile contemporary sofas, which I think is perfect, especially if you live in an old Spanish home, Spanish-style home. Being able to add in a lot of modern touches or elements just is chef's kiss, in my opinion. It just gives it that beautiful balance. And then designers frequently mix sleek black steel fixtures with antique carved wood accents to keep the home feeling simple, intentional, and balanced without veering into a sterile look. And there you have it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and also hype it up if you're able to. And don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.